and he's a guy that is very assertive. I will not lie to you. He's a very confident young man, and a lot of people think that I'm very excited, about him. Though the NFF, I will say it here, it wasn't the first choice of, even if I can tell you, towards the last minute, it was not the first choice of Ibrahim Gusso, but because if you ask Gusso to employ a coach, it will still not have a coach up till now. So they have to seek help from like different quarters, and some people came out big, and they actually got this man, and now he's the coach of the national team, because it was still Gusso was still running. I don't want to say much about that, but now he's there. He's at the ends of affair. He's going to be in charge of the national team. So, and he's happy. He's happy with the project. That is the reason why he put it in his clause, in his contract in MC Oran, that if any national team calls, he will leave. So Nigeria did not pay anything to MC Oran. So that is the major. He didn't pay anything about to MC Oran. So he just actually left, and that's why this man is Nigerian coach. So today I'm going to thank you, Sir Integrity, for that being optimistic about him. So today, last week, I discussed about how important when he said that he believes in scoring goals. He believes that if you want to win a game, you have to score goals. So I showed you how he creates opportunity, how he tried to carve out opponents, and how the strategy that he normally use to score goals in his very attacking formation and also solid formation at the back. So today, I went through all the goals that his Malian team conceded during his time as coach of Mali. I went through all the goals. So now, if you're talking about the positives now too, let's talk about the negatives too. How can this thing be prevented? And I can tell you that towards the end, I will tell you exactly what he's trying to do, already working to see that what happened to Mali did not actually what happened to Nigeria. So I'm going to start by just talking to you about some few things. I'm going to start all the goals he actually were considered for. Let me just tell you, in his first 10 games, as a coach of Mali or so, he considered only 3 goals against Gambia, against South Sudan, and against Algeria. Only 3 goals in his 10 games. And he scored how many? I don't know. Let me just double check. He considered how many goals? In his first 10 games, 4 goals. And he scored like 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. He scored 21 goals. He scored 21 goals in his first 10 games. So it's a very good starter. So I just hope that he can come and start well for Nigeria. If he can start well for Nigeria, we'll go to the World Cup. The first 4 games, you can get it right for Nigeria, we'll go to the World Cup. So let me just look at those. I couldn't play the video, so because of copyright. So I just took pictures about key moments leading to the goals that we considered against he considered when he was coach of Mali. So just key moments. So this was not the first goal, but this was the goal. This was the second goal he considered when he was coach of. No, I will not say the goal he considered, but because the goal that they scored against him in this game was a penalty. But this was a key moment, in the game that I checked and I saw on a regular basis. This, you can see, the Chile plays with his fullback eye up. So if you are playing with the fullback eye up and the recovery level of those fullback are very low, they will get behind. That was what Algeria did here. They did it on a regular basis in this game, but because of the Algerians were so wasteful, and the recovery of the Malian central defenders was just top notch. So they were able to cover these things. But through corner kick or so, they considered the penalty that Algeria scored through Riyad Mahrez. So in this game, it was a penalty that they considered. So, and but key moment was that lessons learned was that the fullback was pushing too high. So Algerians were actually exploiting those areas. That's why you see that it was 3-3 again. Just a simple ball, 3-3. So, but in second half, it changed everything, and his Malian team got, they got better and they got an equalizer. This game was played in Algeria at the Nelson Mandela Stadium in Nigeria. So it wasn't like home game for them or in neutral venue. They were playing away from home in Algeria. So if you see the second half performance for Mali, it was way better than the first one. And that's a plus for Chile. If he understands that there's something going wrong in his team, he can correct it. That is one good thing about him. He can correct it. So that was against Algeria. When you check it as Algeria, man, you can see exactly how he changed formation and how the team actually played so well in the second half. So this was the first goal that he conceded. This was against South Sudan. And there's the recurring decimal in this type of qualifier is that his crosses. I know I have to be honest with you. His team normally concede a lot of crosses, because it's so difficult. It plays with the diamond midfield. It's so difficult for opponents to break them down in the middle. So what opponents normally do is that they resolve to go and cross the ball in. And most times when they whip in those crosses, sometimes their defenders are really jittery. They have two tall central defenders, but they are fullbacks and the midfielders are not really tall. So sometimes they concede from this. This was the goal against South Sudan they conceded. When South Sudan scored from this, that was the 1-0. Mali equalized and Mali won the game by 3-1. They played a very controlled performance. This game was played in Uganda against South Sudan. It was an AFCON qualifier. So they won the game by 3-1. This was the first ever goal he conceded. It was a cross. The goalkeeper parried it or so, and he struck the post, and a rebounds. Then South Sudan actually was scored from this. So that was it. So you can see that this cross number one that Chile considered. Now, this another cross again. This was against Gambia. This was the third goal he considered. This was against Gambia. The game was played in Morocco. They beat Gambia 2-0 already in Bamako. So they went for the return leg in Marrakech. This was the game in Marrakech. It was a cross again. With due respect to Mali, they don't. I don't think they can defend crosses the way Semi Ajayi and William Ekong and Bassi will defend it. But can you see that guy called Kohli? He's called Kohli, the captain of Gambia. He rose eyes. You can see those guys were just ball watching. They came to their blind side. He actually was caught straight away, and and that was how they considered. The game ended 1-0. Mali looked for the equalizer, but unfortunately they didn't get the equalizer. So that was another cross again. Cross number 2. Was it from the free kick? Cross number 2. So it's just from set place. That's why this team doesn't really. They don't really. You can't really open them up. That is the problem. That's what I like. Under Jose Pacero, we were creating opportunities, and they were opening us up too much. Under Finidi George, I can't count how many times South Africa opened us up. So one thing I see about this guy is that it's hard for you to open up his team. So that's one of the things I see, from his team. So that's what they consider the game. So teams somebody is up to like crossing the ball or corner kicks to actually to score him. So this was a game against Saudi Arabia. If you remember this game, we played Saudi Arabia there. We drew 2-2. So Saudi Arabia went to go and play Mali. Mali beat them by 3-1. So this was the goal they considered against Mali. I can tell you that the guy I circled there was Amad Traore. He's the right back for Real Sociedad. He was already attacking. So when he recovered, he was already tired. So that guy could cut inside and score. So this also points to the way his team play. The fullback are high up the pitch. So for them to recover, this guy was already tired. When the guy cut in directly, he just scored. So when they scored this to make it 2-1, Mali scored the third goal to make it 3-1. So we drew 2-2 in this with Saudi Arabia. They beat Saudi Arabia by 3-1 under Pacero. We drew 2-2 under Pacero. If you remember, the Uzo. Let me just take this comment quickly from my guy. I said that yes, I believe that I think you were more really competitive defensively with players like Ekong and Bassi. Our problem defensively is where the ball is on the ground. Yes, our defense lose what concentration. Actually, would agree with you that. So Jogi said Sanusi, yes, Sanusi is a better player than Duarte. Duarte used to play left back for them. Sanusi is a better player than him. He recovers better than him. So I hope he can be fit enough to play a match. He just recovered now. I hope he can be fit enough to play a match. He recovers better than him, and he's a good player. So this was the goal he considered against the Chad Republic. This game ended 3-1. It was Mali. That was Mali defender. He passed the ball to the goalkeeper. The Chad striker he thought he passed the ball to the goalkeeper. The Chad striker just came and he actually took the ball and scored. So this was not like a coaching problem. He was being pressed. He didn't know that he had to pass the ball out. So I will also point to some of the things you have to understand here. He wants his defenders to play from the back, but some of them are not really comfortable on the ball. So when they press them so high, they make mistakes. And I will show you one more after this. When they press them so high, they make mistakes. So this was a pass to the goalkeeper. The guy just pressed them, and he actually he scored directly. So that was that. And can you see under cross again? This was against Central African Republic. The guy that I circled in black there was Godfrey Kondogbia. If you know him very well, I think he plays for Atletico Madrid or so. Maybe he's still there. I'm not really sure. Godfrey Kondogbia. So thank you for this watching. And okay, guys, please like the video. We only have 19 likes. When 46 people actually watching, please like the video more. So this is like Godfrey Kondogbia now. Across again, they couldn't break down Mali, and in that game, with due respect to Central African Republic too, they came with a very good tactical play. So it was a cross again, and Godfrey the cross was by Kakanikanda. That was Godfrey Kondogbia. He actually was scored from that. So this was like the way they scored Mali. Can you see? Cross and cross and cross. That was why I consider you cannot see them, you break them directly. It was a cross and cross, you keep on getting those things. So against Tunisia during AFCON, you can see that these things straight away. They cross into the empty space. Okay, Kondogbia is in Marcel now. Okay, thank you. They crossed the ball to the Tunisia actually was scored against them too. So this was another goal they considered too. They crossed the ball in what's it called? And it was caught by Tunisia. And this was during AFCON. This was the first one they considered during AFCON. So this was against Burkina Faso in the second round of during AFCON. It was a cross, but the defender made a mistake. He fouled, the ball touched his hand, and it was a penalty. And Burkina Faso actually scored that penalty. So this was what led to the penalty. It was a cross too from Burkina Faso, and so he crossed straight, and there was a mistake there from a Malian, Malian player. It was a penalty. Then Burkina Faso was scored. So this was a goal he conceded against Burkina Faso. I'm just trying to tell you that. So when Namani came on Channels TV, that is coming with somebody that will work with him on set pieces. I know the reason why he wants a set piece coach, someone that will help him defensively and also help him offensively. So he's coming with a coach that can actually be able to do those things for him. So he's going with a very big backroom staff. I wish him. I know that as I just saying, just to actually help him and everything. So, and this was against Ivory Coast. They couldn't break them. They couldn't break them down. But when Samaradiga came into the wings and everything, they couldn't break them to the middle. But this was one of the most painful games for Mali ever in their history. It's 9 minutes 17 seconds. Adingra just came just like a rush of blood in the head. It came in through that wings. The whole thing just scattered for them. So the goal they considered against the Ivory Coast in closing stages of the AFCON. For me, one of the very cheap goal to actually to concede. It just came from that right wing, and Adingra it's caught. It was like a ricochet, a defensive misstep from that area, and it's caught. So the same thing too. This was the winning goal for Ivory Coast. A cross, you can see from that area, a cross, and that defensive mistake too. It fell to Fofana. Fofana actually was scored. You know, the 16. So which other goal did actually consider again? Can you see? Everything is cross, cross, cross. Which other goal did you consider again? Can you see? This was against Ghana in the World Cup qualifier. Can you see? Against Ghana in the World Cup qualifier. It's same thing again. Yes, it's destined to win. Against Ghana in the World Cup qualifier again. The same thing again. You see the cross comes in. Can you see? The cross comes in again. The end. That was Ernest Nilma at the blind side of Sako, the central, the right back. He came in on the blind side of him, and he scored. That was the equalizer in the 57 minutes. And the final goal, he actually was considered before he left Mali, was actually this. You can see that I circled the ones in red are the four Mali defenders. You can see there was a throw, just a simple throw to that guy, the one that I put the blue arrow on. It was a simple press. The guy was not comfortable. If you watch the game throughout, the guy was not comfortable, playing from the back. There was like easy options for him to just clear the ball to the throw. But he held onto the ball for so long. The Ghanaian player pressed him so high, he took the ball away from him. I think it was maybe it was Antonio Semenyo. He took the ball away from him. He passed the ball to Jordan Ayew. Then that was how Ghana won. Can you see? In the last minute of the game in the World Cup qualifier in Bamako. So you can see all those things. I told you there is like similarities in the goals that she was considered. So now let's look at it now. Do you now think that those things that you actually would observe, do you think we have the personnel in the Super Eagles that can, avoid the mistakes that the man actually was made? If you have been following this program very well, I came with like two different formations, and I'm coming with this. Based on this back line, I think this back line is comfortable. It's comfortable, if you cross the ball, I think they should be comfortable. I don't know how it's going to actually play them, but for me, I think that you have some big boys here. Yeah, I'm going to have that segment. So, you're going to actually for me, I look at this formation. This might likely be his formation, and also this too, a Christmas tree formation. You can see the reason why his fullbacks are high, because there is no winger. So the fullbacks are always I try to create opportunities for the striker up front. They are always I gave you about the evidence of the game he played in Congo, when he kept on pushing them, the fullback highly. That was how he beat Congo in Pontenoy. So that is Eric Chille for you. I told you last week about advantage of his formation, and I told you about what can happen too if things did not go well for him. For me, I think he was just unlucky in Mali. They would have rebrand Mali in a way if Mali just have like a striker or like a better defense line. I think Mali will have played in the final of the AFCON, that year, and then what's it called, this year, the last year. And I think that he's a good tactician, he's a good guy, and the only thing I'm going to by next week, I will tell you about 5 things I will suggest that Eric Chille would do to succeed as Super Eagles coach. If he can do those 5 things, I think he will actually succeed. He's working, all the time. He's working hard. He's working hard, and he's doing everything to make sure that Nigeria qualify for the World Cup. He thinks that Nigeria will qualify for the World Cup, and he thinks that he can also win the AFCON with Nigeria. I'm telling you, that's his target. He thinks that he can win the AFCON for Nigeria. He didn't say it though, but his target, I can tell you from his close source, his target is that he thinks that he can win the AFCON in Morocco with Nigeria. So that is that. So I'm going to actually give you audience to join quickly. Please make it very fast so that I can go to bed too. Let me just take some quick comments too before. So the link is there on Facebook and on YouTube. Go to the comment section, just click on the link and make it very brief too, so that you won't keep us slightly here for long. Guys, like the video. Like the video. How many likes do we have now? How many likes do we have now? So we have 25 likes. And some people, half of the people here like the video. We have 25 likes. Please now, like the video. Some people are just here. What is this one say? Like the video. Like the video, guys. Like is free. Like IoT will say, like is free. So the link is on the comment section. So let me just take a quick comments too. If anybody join, I end the live straight away. So thank you. Look at that. Guys are back. Like the video. Let's help like you spread the message. For this watching and only 19 likes. Can you see? Only 19 likes, 14 is watching. Please like the video. Thank you. Yes, I agree with you. CIB was destined to win the AFCON. Yes. Mali just unlucky team. I agree with you. Lookman B said that like, will you have a special section early next week to brief? Yes, I will come live later, late to just talk about the AFCON draw, my own reaction, and where I see Nigeria. You know, last time I told you where Nigeria will go. A lot of people do not believe me, but we all see how the whole thing ended. So I will come, I will digest the draws, and I will tell you my opinion about the draws. So where will legs come from if we play if we play Ndidi and Onyedika? I know Ndidi had high ball intelligence, but African games are too physical. Yes, I agree with you on that. African games are too physical. I just hope that it could. I don't know. But I saw the game he played against Algeria. I was so impressed with him tactically. I'm talking about Eric Chille. I hope we can actually get it right. So I have